guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm back here at Fitzgerald Chrysler and Jeep in Palm Harbor, Florida, because we have the one that really started it all. This is a 2020 Chrysler Pacifica limited trim. This one is fully loaded. If we're gonna do the first ever Chrysler on Rady's Rides, and definitely first Pacifica, we're gonna go big or go home, and I'm not going home right now. I wanna go big with this limited trim. But let's talk a little bit about Chrysler history. Chrysler's been around since 1925, has had that association, Chrysler, Plymouth, Dodge. Unfortunately, Plymouth does not exist anymore, but we still have Chrysler in a very, very small way with the Pacifica and also the Chrysler 300. And of course, we still have Dodge, and then it's all now underneath the umbrella of FCA, the Fiat Chrysler Association. One thing is for sure, in the mid-1980s, Lee Iacocca and everybody else at Chrysler and Dodge and Plymouth revolutionized the car industry with the very first minivan. Things have changed. People have shifted and gone more towards SUVs, crossover SUVs, compact SUVs, subcompact, full size, 3-row, 2-row, no rows. Well, guess what? If you're looking for maximum capability when it comes to hauling people or hauling things, nothing is going to beat a minivan. And Chrysler is here to say and stay with this Pacifica to go up against the Honda Odyssey, the Toyota Sienna, and all the other different versions out there. But let's go ahead, dive into this 2020 Chrysler Pacifica Limited. Right off the bat, you're going to see some high upscale look to it. Now, that was one thing. When you associate Chrysler and Dodge and Plymouth, Chrysler was the premium brand of the whole TriStar, auto association with those three companies. With the headlight design, it's a little on the larger side, but if you notice, I do like the way everything is blacked out. You have your LED projector beam style headlight, LED daytime running lamp. I like the flow, how it kind of just glides right into the grille area. Flat black, you have that Chrysler logo in the center. Such an iconic name. It's nice to see that it's still in existence. In the lower corners, nothing fake. You have your lower fog lamps, more of that chrome trim, and it follows that same flow design. Flows up into the lower grille, flows down into the top grille. You have your forward-facing camera. This is for all your lane keep assist, that radar technology. Really love this color. It sparkles like a ruby in the Florida sun, but definitely very aerodynamic on the front fascia. Now, when we go up onto the hood, there's some distinct body lines here. It's almost like a recessed, raised midsection. It's actually lowered in the center. I think it gives it just enough character that when people see it, they know that it's a Chrysler Pacifica. You're not going to confuse this definitely with a Toyota Sienna or the Honda Odyssey. Now, when we come around the bend, you can see the headlight housing going into the fender. I do like the body line here. If you notice, in this lower area, kind of comes all the way up and into the top portion of the fender. When we drop down, what are we working with on the Limited? This is a 20-inch wheel. So you have machined aluminum, the gray painted surfaces all the way around, 245 on the width, 50 series sidewall is gonna guarantee that you're gonna get a nice soft ride with this Pacifica Limited. But really think that the color of the wheel and the color of the minivan fits great. A lot of people, when you say minivan, it's almost like people cringe. I'm telling you though, when it comes to getting people from one place to another, a minivan does it like no other. Now on the limited trim, you're gonna get the chrome mirror caps, very slim and trim on the turn signals. You do have cameras built into the bottoms of the mirrors, and then chrome trim all the way around, both top and bottom. Little tiny corner windows, gonna give you a little bit better visibility, let a little bit more light in. And then I also think it's super smart the way they have the chrome trim along that bottom sill area. Now, of course, on this Chrysler, it's gonna be electric opening with both doors, and Chrysler has that patented technology, the stow and go seating. I'm gonna show you how you could take those two captain's chairs there and make them totally disappear right into the floor. When it comes to closing the door, you just hit it, and there she goes, slots right in very, very nicely. We work our way back. Up top, you're gonna have chrome roof rails. Yes, you could get crossbars and put things on top if you run out of space on the inside, but a very, very large rear quarter window. I like the way they integrated how the track here is for the door. It's right on the bottom of the glass. It's almost like you don't even see it. Nice touch. We come out to the rear, you get a little bit of gloss black, low roof spoiler, and then you're gonna have that Chrysler badge, the limited badge, the taillight design. Even the taillight design has that sort of curved look to it, like what's going on the front end of the business. We drop down, very clean look. No exhaust sticking out, everything is tucked underneath. We finish off with some very tasteful chrome trim, Pacifica badging, but from one end to the other, this thing is ready to haul some people. Let's see what's gonna help power that underneath the hood. All right, guys, we got the hood pop. One thing I noticed about the hood right away, very, very light. It does use a prop rod, which I am gonna zonk that. I think on a limited trim, it does need to have hydraulic strut. But underneath that engine cover, you are looking at, just like it says, that's a 3.6 liter V6, 287 horsepower, 262 pound-feet of torque. It's all mated through a 9-speed automatic transmission. The minivan weighs 4,609 pounds, 0 to 60, 7.6 seconds, quarter mile in 15.9. And guess what? Decent MPG return for a family hauler. You're looking at 19 in the city, 28 in the highway. Other than the prop rod, I am also gonna zonk this engine cover. It does look like something that belongs on a trash can, like the lid of a trash can. But how many people really are gonna pop their hood on their Pacifica at a car show? Not many that I know, but why don't we go ahead? This Pacifica isn't about what's underneath the hood really, it's about that interior. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, we're inside the 2020 Chrysler Pacifica, the first Chrysler review on Rady's Rides. I know you're probably saying, well, Joe, this thing definitely is gonna be something to haul people and haul them in style, being a limited trim. What is the price? MSRP on this particular one is $48,000. Give Daniel a call though, because I'm telling you, they want to find forever homes for these Pacificas, and they really work the numbers well here at Fitzgerald. But let's go to the door panels. I like what's going on. They did break up what could be a sea of just one color material. They did it nicely. So you have the darker material for your armrest. I like the stitch work going on. And then you have the lighter material around it. Up top, it's super soft. You have a large pocket down below with a divider for your drink and for your Twinkies. But then there's also a Snickers stash in the middle of the door panel, which is nice as well, because you never know, you get hangry, you got to get that emergency Snickers. Nice soft material on the dash. The stitch work is looking good. Silver trim around the AC vents. This is a little gloss. There's a little too much gloss black. Even though it's only on the top and the sides and the bottom here, it just seems a little too much, but I do like that 8.4-inch infotainment system, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, navigation. There's your navigation there. You have all your seat controls, heated seats, ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, your surround cameras. You could get into everything right here. Now, the camera clarity, as you can see, it's a little foggy, but it's nice to have all these different views. I mean, they got you covered. You're like a NASA satellite with all these different views that you could see from every single angle, which is a nice feature to have. You drop down, you have all your radio controls. This is for your safety, for your lane keep assist, if you want to shut off, turn on, all that kind of stuff. AC, obviously dual climate control, very nice touch. This is going to shift that 9-speed automatic transmission. It's got a nice feel to it. You got your electric e-brake. And then if you want cubbies for snacks, they got you covered in here. You have a top cubby up here. You can easily put your atomic fireballs, a USB and an aux jack, another cubby here, maybe put your Jolly Ranchers or your Tootsie Rolls, and then watch this. Boom. This is a party tray. So you can fill this up with chocolate covered pretzels all day long. You know what? It's plastic. It's easy to clean. So that's the really nice feature about that. Slides down, more storage down below, and more power sources. So you have USB and a 12 volt. It's kind of cool. They put these little Easter egg things in Chrysler and Dodge products. You have the little minivan image down on this lower section. Cubby here for those Slim Jims. You could run them up this way. 2 cup holders, key fob. If you've never seen a key fob from Chrysler, look at that. Actually pretty tasteful. I like the design, the nice chrome finish. And on the back, you have all your buttons for all your different features. 2 cup holders. Let me get rid of this rubber band. I don't know where that came from. Nice little tray here that opens and closes for more Twinkie storage. There's more storage in here than you could even dream about. My one zonk, Where is the wireless charging for your cell phone? It's the 21st century. None of this has any wireless charging, which blows my mind. Captain's chairs, what I like about them, nobody has a feature like this. Instead of ratcheting, you could actually lock it into place by hitting the button. That's a nice touch, and they are on the wider side, so even somebody with bigger arms, you're gonna get some pretty good surface area. Up and out of the way, I like the seats, nice and wide, perforated, the stitch work, really, really comfortable seat and supportive. Of course, full electric assist for both the passenger and the driver. And then this one has the nice large panoramic sunroof. This thing, I'm telling you, it's like a rolling living room going down the road. But why don't you come on over to the business end? I want to show you behind the wheel of this Chrysler Pacifica Limited. All right, guys, business end. On the driver's seat, you're gonna get 2 memory settings for the seat, and here are all your controls. Get it to fit your body. You can mold it to your body. Steering wheel, classy. I'm liking the two-tone. Would I wanna own it? No, but I do like the two-tone look. The silver trim all the way around, very, very nice. The buttons are simple but easy to use, and I like the way that they're flat black. The dash looks cool. I love the design of the analog tach, analog speedometer. You can see the blue LED lighting, and then in the center, you have that 4-inch display, which can go through a ton of different information. They do a really great job over at Chrysler and Dodge and Jeep with their center displays here and what you could have in the center stack there. Overall, plenty of headroom, plenty of shoulder room, arm room, knee room, elbow room, ankle room, hip room. Feels really, really good in here. I just want some wireless charging for my phone, but I got plenty of places for my snacks. Let's check out the mid-row and see why a minivan will blow away a SUV when it comes to passenger comfort. All right, guys, mid-row time. This is where the minivan earns its money and is just gonna kill any SUV. And to be honest with you, this Pacifica has certain touches you're not gonna find on your Odyssey, you're not gonna find on your Toyota Sienna, you're not even gonna find on your Chevrolet Lumina minivan. Tons of space. I can't believe the amount of room. Here's some smart engineering. So nice grab handle. You have your button to open and close, the power assist sliding door, USB. Look at that, that is smart. Right there for your passenger to run the cord. I don't like the cargo net, so I am gonna zonk it, but I do like these areas where you could hang things here. That's a nice touch. We get to the center area. You got your 2 cup holders and your place for your Pringles. Just dump the can in there. Everything in here is real easy to clean, and I'm gonna show you something really cool in a second that is gonna blow your mind. Slides back, look at this. Now, I am gonna zonk the armrest. You do have the captain's chair, and they're extremely thin, but one thing I wanna show you is you actually have 2. So 2 armrests for both passengers in the mid-row is a very nice touch. You have your 3-zone AC control vents, and you can't see it on this side, but where your AC controls are right here. You have your blower fan switch, temperature, speed, all that for people in the mid-row and the back row there. But definitely plenty of legroom. The seats, I mean, come on. Are you serious? I've been in Lazy Boys where they don't even recline like this, and I could look at the stars at night with my wonderful wife, and we could see the Big Dipper and the North Star and, you know, then make out. But anyways, very, very nice usable space back here. Let's go ahead. I want to show you some magic when we get to that 3rd row. So I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, we're going to get in that 3rd row. Now, before we do, I want to show you something that is Chrysler Pacifica specific, the stow and go technology. I've already made that captain's chair on the driver's side disappear. It's underneath. Remember back in the days when you used to have to take the seats out if you want to use the room? You don't have to do that with this, and it's really easy. So you're gonna make the seat go down like this. Then what you're gonna do is we're gonna pick up here and we're gonna move this panel out of the way. See that storage space that we have there? Watch this. Now we're gonna stow and go. So we're gonna push this down. We're gonna take the panel. We're gonna flatten it back down. There you go, stow and go. Seats are gone. You now maximize your room, and it's gonna make Tom's job so easy to film me in the 3rd row. So we're gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get onto my trusty handle here. We're gonna hop in. Wow, this is what a minivan is all about. I got headroom. you actually have a separate sunroof back here for the passengers. Chrysler really cares about the people sitting in the third row. I don't have it on this side, but on this side you have a USB. So you have one USB, which is nice. This is electric seat. Look at this. Chilling like a villain, and I got my own sunroof and a USB. No cup holders over here, but guess what? Cup holders over there. What you do have, let me make my seat go back up. Built in, yes, I know the Honda Odyssey has one, built-in vacuum. I actually like the placement of this better. This makes more sense because this is really where the messes are gonna happen rather than in just the cargo area behind us. But how smart is that? You're eating your chips, kids make a mess, getting to vacuum it up. And that's why the cup holders and other tech isn't over here. It's all on this side. Come on in, Tom, you got plenty of room. USB, 2 cup holders, and a nice little pretzel tray back here. And then when you're done, you just vacuum it. Just do whatever you gotta do. It's on. So just to show you what Chrysler is bringing to the table. Actually, I don't know, I feel like cleaning right now. Let's see if we got some. Look at that, huh? Nice. Bring it. Hey, tell you what. Bring your car by. I'll vacuum out your car with for you. You can do mobile detailing in your Chrysler Pacifica. But why don't we check out that back cargo area and see how usable it is? All right, guys, time to check out how much junk can we put in the back area of our Pacifica Limited. Nice power assist, and then look at this. You could have almost a bathtub back here and take a bath. That's how much room you have with this Pacifica. Now I'm gonna swing around, Tom, and show you the other side because I want you to see that you do have a 12 volt and then you have your seats ready to rock and roll with your stow and go technology. One press, look how nice they go down. Look at this. I'm not doing it, no hands. Look at that. Wow. That right to me really is, like I said, where the Pacifica really earns its keep with how much room you have. You want to get a 100-inch big screen TV, you could do it in this Pacifica, no problem. But why don't we get to the best part? Let's go ahead, and this is a zonk I'm actually gonna, to close this, you actually have to hit here. So to me, that's a zonk. I'd rather have it on the edge so that you're out of the way, but it does give you enough beeps to say, hey, get your head out of the way because I'm closing the door and I'm gonna close your watermelon in there. But if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's take this Pacifica for a spin. All right, guys, we are leaving Fitzgerald Chrysler Jeep. We're in the 2020 Pacifica Limited. I'm telling you, it's unbelievable how easy it is to drive these minivans, and they don't feel as large as you think. They really don't. Everything is laid out very nicely. The gloss black, I don't know, it's growing on me, but it's still a little too heavy on the gloss black. I'm not really worried about the fingerprints, it's just the glare. But the screen here in the center is a great size. The navigation's a little dated, but you know what? It's easy to use and understand, which I think is a big plus. In here, the sound quality is really great. It's actually on the quieter side of things. Nice large windshield with the A-pillars moved out of the way. You got those little corner windows that I pointed out, and side mirrors really work well. I'm actually digging the feedback to the front wheels from the steering wheel. It's really got a nice weight to it. Not too heavy, not too soft. And the two-tone interior is really working for me. It really is. It would be nice in a limited trim to have a heads-up display. This one has no heads-up display, so that would be a zonk at $48,000. But definitely with the amount of room that you have in here and everything that you could haul and the ease of hauling it is very nicely done by Chrysler. Frameless mirror time. We need to get rid of these mirrors that have these dark black plastic frames. We need frameless mirrors. That would kind of clean it up a little bit, so that's another zonk for me. But I'm telling you right now, if you need to haul the ding dongs, the Twinkies, and the Hostess cupcakes, you have more than enough room in here. I mean, you could have a couple pizzas in here. Store that for when you get hungry. But very smooth, very quiet. The 9-speed shifts very nicely, and really am thinking that somebody who could get past the stigma of a minivan for their family, this could be the perfect vehicle. Let's see acceleration here on throttle. The nice thing is this is also a vehicle that can get out of its own way. So 0 to 60 around 7.3, 7.6 seconds. Quite nice in a vehicle this size. And I'm telling you, the comfort is ridiculous. These seats feel awesome. The leather is really, really nice all the way around. Soft material on the top of the door. The steering wheel feels good. It's got a nice thickness too on the steering wheel. And then of course, that mid-row, we showed how capable that mid-row is. By far more so than any other SUV or minivan that we've been in, really. The amount of usability back there and versatility. And to make those seats disappear, wow. You can be your own magician. What I would do is not even tell your neighbors about the STOW and go and do like a magic trick, like a magic show in your neighborhood, charge them $5 a head and show them how you can make the seats disappear. That'll help pay towards your Chrysler Pacifica. But really, really just a nice smooth ride, and the dimensions of it, it's easy to handle. You guys, another acceleration test on throttle. 9-speed drops down. I'm telling you, the shift, when it goes to shift, it's so buttery smooth. Decent sound coming from the engine. It's not too annoying, it's not too loud or obnoxious, and really just a pleasure to drive this Chrysler Pacifica. You could tell why they sell these so well when it comes to the minivan segment. But we're gonna go ahead, hopefully this gave you a nice overview of everything with this Pacifica. The interior makes sense, everything is within arm's reach, it's well laid out. I'm missing the wireless charging. You know, it's become a norm. So many vehicles that we drive and review on Rady's Rides has wireless charging, especially at this price point. That's the one thing I'm really, really missing. But other than that, I'm pleasantly surprised with this Pacifica. We're gonna get back to Fitzgerald Chrysler Jeep, and I'll see you in a split second. All right, guys, been another great day with this Chrysler Pacifica. I definitely gotta thank Daniel and the rest of the crew here at Fitzgerald Chrysler Jeep. What can I say? This proves in every which way that the company that's been around the longest with the minivan really has it worked out to a T to make usability so easy and to make it so versatile. And why, if you have a need for moving lots of people or lots of stuff, why you would get an SUV blows my mind, because this thing will blow it away, like I said. But definitely want to thank Danny and the rest of the crew. If it's vehicles like these you want to keep seeing on the channel, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit the subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile coming back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link in the description, get yourself some Rady's Rides merch. Got to give it up to Big Guns McGee, getting this minivan. It made his life easy having all this accessibility. So thank you, Tom, for your hard work. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.